everyone, it is Dani and welcome to this update video. Certainly not the time I usually post, but I hope that you have been enjoying your day. I hope you're having a fantastic evening, and we'll briefly talk about what's happening across the Atlantic. But first, I want to bring your attention to a video I posted on my second channel, Weather Extra. So if you haven't seen it, you can go ahead and check it out after watching this video. It basically goes back in history to cover the only tropical cyclone that developed in the month of March. So you can go ahead and check it out and leave some feedback in the comments. And now let's go on to what's happening across the Atlantic. So here we're looking at it. We can see a lot going on in parts of the US, especially some of the southern states. There's a lot of activity which is moving in toward the east. And there is also a stationary front extending from parts of the northern Caribbean out into the Atlantic. As we zoom in here, we can see some activity offshore Puerto Rico, and there's been some rain in this general area over the past couple of days, and even today there was some heavy rain. So you can let me know in the comments what's been happening for your area, and it may also be very hazy for you because of the Saharan dust. So there is quite a bit of dust which has infiltrated the Caribbean and is blanketing some of the islands. So let's go on to that. Here we can see it, and it is helping to kind of stabilize atmospheric conditions out there. So not a whole lot of rain in some of the areas experiencing these hazy conditions with the dust, but some of the denser dust, or the higher concentration of it, is closer to the African coast, as we're seeing those darker brown shadings. So this dust is going to be remaining across parts of the Caribbean, southern Central America, as well as northern South America. And as we're going to be heading into Thursday, though, we see a reduction in all this dust. So it should clear up for the Lesser Antilles later this week on Thursday. Still seeing some loitering around parts of the South Caribbean and northern South America, the Guyanas, Venezuela, Colombia. But then as we head into Friday, we're seeing that it's going to be pretty much vacant. Now, how about the rainfall forecast as we're going to be heading into the rest of today and even into early tomorrow morning? So this is what Euro is showing. We can see some of those more colorful shadings for parts of Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, and even Hispaniola. So some of these areas have already experienced some of the rainfall. So there may be some additional showers as we head through the rest of today and into tomorrow. So again, for parts of Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, and a couple of showers may also be moving in from the east, bringing some brief downpours to parts of the Lesser Antilles. The Guyanas will be dry for the most part, although some showers will be possible here and there. Same story for parts of Venezuela, and a little bit more active in parts of Colombia. Going towards Central America, there may be a few showers in portions of Costa Rica, Panama. Going towards Nicaragua, Honduras, maybe parts of southern Belize as well. But it will be dry for the most part. Same story for the Cayman Islands up there, as well as much of Cuba, and going up to Florida and most of the Bahamas. But for Jamaica, parts of eastern Cuba, and within the vicinity of the Turks and Caicos Islands, there may be some shower activity at times, though not likely to be widespread across the entirety of these different areas. Now, today has been a pretty windy day. We're seeing all these dark purple and blue shadings, winds well over 20 knots or so, with higher gusts across parts of the Caribbean islands, the ABC Islands, just offshore Colombia. Some of those strongest winds are found even in the vicinity of parts of the northern islands, such as the Turks and Caicos Islands, and towards Central America as well. The Bay Islands of Honduras, it's been pretty windy for the most part across much of the Caribbean. And so guys, that is pretty much what I wanted to share with you in this quick update video this evening. And I really hope that you found it to be quite informative. But if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll respond when I can. And remember to always be weatherwise.